One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Hey everybody, the Reswirl here, and welcome to Call of Cthulhu. Alright, well it might be 1:40 AM, but what better time to play a horror game? It was actually going to be State of Mind, but I decided to ask a friend. I basically just typed out the name of 2 games. I did State of Mind and Call of Cthulhu. Mostly I just kind of wanted to play the game, and then just said, choose one of these. And then he ended up saying Call of Cthulhu, so that made up my mind. Don't think I need to set anything up. I think I already did all this. I did not want to go back to the title screen. Right, boom, new game. Ooh! Oh dear. Chapter 1, Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. I actually played this game right after it came out and really enjoyed what I played of it. Yeah. And to be fair, I'm quite surprised I didn't have this planned for like any of my future playthroughs. It wasn't even on the list, which is quite surprising. I just kind of had the urge to play it. I don't entirely know what caused me to want to play it. I was just watching Rage of Bahamut, and like in the middle of watching it I was like, I kind of want to play Cthulhu, or Call of Cthulhu. And now here we are. I don't actually know how like much of a horror this game is. It's either, you know, super horrific, or it's, you know, not that bad. A couple jump scares here and there. Alright, time to enter some madness. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Ooh. I'm pretty sure sane was the last word to disappear then. Oh boy. Oh dear. What the fuck? Oh dear, it's a shark. Jeez. Well, someone's certainly ringing in my ears. I'm trying to think, do I want to turn my game up? I mean, I don't want to make it quieter. Yeah, sure. I always look over to the Elgato when I turn up volume because I keep thinking it captures it, but it doesn't. Oh my god! Oh, whoa. Alright, sensitivity is actually pretty damn good. I thought that was going to be something I'd have to change. What the hell's with the... I'm assuming, is it supposed to be mist? It seems to follow my vision. Oh, that's weird. And I've heard this soundtrack for probably a bit too long. I've been sat on the title screen for like an hour. Mostly while I was just watching videos and like doing thumbnails and everything. Because I kind of decided on this at the last minute, I didn't have anything ready for it, so I had to do information research, game research, etc. You know, all those fun things. Yes, I know where it wants me to go, but how do I interact with things? Oh, the A button! Well, isn't that strange? Alright, let's do it. Ooh. Oh, wow. I don't know why, but I find the crouch very satisfying. It's because he doesn't automatically dip down into the crouch state, he actually has to go through the momentum of crouching. Ooh. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Oh, great. Oh, there we go, now it tells me. The Hurricane Lamp. And of course it's got the green glow. Oh. I got a bolt cutter. I wonder what that's going to be used for. Wait, so... Hang on a minute. This is mostly probably stupid, but I'm curious. This must just lead to the same room. Probably. I just wondered because there's two doors. So like, why would I go through the... Oh, damn. Oh. Yeah, but why would I go through the other door when that one's available? I mean, to be fair, going back to that door was probably the more... the dumber of the two choices, but I just wanted to see what had happened. Nothing. I completely forgot about the disembodied voice, too. But when I first played this, it was on PC, and I didn't have a chance to, like, mess around with the audio. So the audio was booming. God, it really made me, like, on edge. I couldn't hear my own thoughts. Indeed. Look at this, it's just a... That's not a shark, that's a whale. Ah, dear. They don't even know how to offer something these days. A lot of guts. Ugh, gross. What's with this music? I don't like that it tells me I can run, because it makes it seem like I'm being chased. I don't know what it is, being chased in a game's always like something I've hated. I don't necessarily find it scary, it just puts me on edge. Ooh. Oh god, they don't have faces. I mean, they have facial features, they just don't have... Like, they don't have eyes, a nose, or a mouth. Ooh. Oh, damn. Jesus Christ. You know, just yell the place down, why not?
I hate whiskey.
I might hate whiskey, but I do love that music. Consult diary. Oh, right, so we actually have, okay, inhabitants, occult, and places. So we have Darkwater. So Pierce Investigations Agency, my private detective agency, contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed. And I should probably get rid of these empty bottles. But this place is mine, for the moment. So do I have anything on the occult? No. Inhabitants? Also no. So what's Pierce? Oh, right, we have our... Okay, yeah, our skills. And then our sanity. Oh, right, cool. So the medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Oh, that's cool. And we have sanity. What the? Mental trauma. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind, you conduct your investigations by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Okay, so Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the... I have no idea. Meuse? Argonne Offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire, forced to hold their positions for several days surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades. Without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off nightmares that haunt him. Hod. Oh, right. Well, that certainly worked. Sheesh. What even is that music?
I wonder why I still take these things.
Ah. I like how it just has a big label. Sleeping pills. Doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now their effects have been wearing off. Great. Oh dear. So every time I pick up an item I investigate it. Like a true detective. Have a drink, don't drink. Ooh. My first moral choice. What will it change? Probably nothing. Do I drink? Should I drink? I mean, I think I'm like on the clock, so drinking's probably a bad idea. I'm not gonna drink. I could go back and have a drink anyway. Oh, nice.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Oh, gee. Oh, okay. So we have the case. 20th of October, 1924. Pierce Investigation Agency. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams. But they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? I think the nameless creature is the one that is on my, on the game's cover. And our title screen. Oh, why do you do that? Turn it on. The game saved from turning off the radio. I'm being called. Nope. I still have to investigate everything.
Sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Natural sciences, linguistics,
yeah, just repeat yourself constantly. You have a drawer? Ooh!
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
So the bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who got proof against you. Oh dear. Another case.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
For Mr. Pierce. The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. That was a dude that had to get over it, I guess. Sheesh. Alright, Jesus. Phones that never end.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce? Private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Ooh. I have 8 character points. Oh, shite. Well, the one thing I do know is that strength is pointless. Like, literally pointless. But it does actually say strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chances of forcing doors or mechanisms, or of using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussions. Yeah, because there's no combat, so strength doesn't affect anything in that regard. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnostic, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Occultism. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts, and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. So we have investigation. Represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analysing a crime scene or an object, and of picking locks. Oh, psychology. Oh no, that's spot hidden. So we have psychology. Represents your knowledge of human behaviour. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behaviour, or on the analysis of objects. Spot hidden. Spot hidden represents your ability to find objects, or find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chance of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in-game. Ah. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by the power, or your power of speech. Improving this skill increases your chances of convincing or manipulating during discussions. I mean, I know for a fact this is the only time I get the chance to actually put it into either occultism or medicine, because aside from these 2 points, you can't do anything. I might try and get everything up to 3, apart from eloquence. Maybe psychology too. Oh, I need 4 points for that. 2 points for that, 4 points for that. Shoot. Oh, that's also 4 points. Oh, bugger. We'll go with 2 with this. So add. So that's now level 2. That requires 6, so that's far too much. That requires 4, requires 2. There's that. So I have 4 more points, so I could get a level in that, or a level in that, or even a level in occultism. I don't really know. Yeah, not really. Like, I know investigation's a good one to actually increase, but considering you already start off at level 3, you know, it seems pretty good at the moment. But I mean, the one thing I do know is that Spot Hidden is really useful, as is Investigation. Eloquence and Psychology, I'm not entirely sure. I think I might just put the rest into this. Yeah. Oh, validate. There we go. Do you really want to validate this character points? Attribution? Sure.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
Oh God.
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
That was severely out of sync. Oh, it's an old man.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Oh dear.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Also, weirdest thing, when I heard, oh no, the more Edward was talking, the more I started to realise who he voiced. Or, the more I started to realise his voice. And now I can't see him as any other character, as Dr. Jonathan Reed from Vampire. Yeah, the protagonist of Vampire. Because as soon as he started talking, the only thing that was like flashing in my mind was, Mary! Mary! Which if you've played Vampire, you know exactly what that's from. Oh boy. So, what nameless creature is calling me? Wait, did I say that before? Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they're different or no— oh yeah, I have read that. A strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins, a short while before her tragic death, was sent to her father just after the artist died. He is convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so that I could examine it. Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case, named, pardon me, after his daughter, who died in a fire alongside her entire family. Must examine the documents he compiled in order to know more about the case. Okay, so what else is there I can actually look at? Look at all that crap. You got more places. Occult, nothing. Oh, nice. I can look at all my shit. So, lighter, my old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. Oh, damn. I still can't believe that it's Anthony Howell. Huh. But I'm not going to be able to hear him as anything else other than Jonathan Reed. Return for the War. Right, yeah, we've already read these, I think. So we have this too. The Chanty. Oh.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
So a shipping label. Some of it is unreadable. I can make out part of the address, Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report, it says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Wouldn't it be they lived? Considering? New clue memorized. So now if I got my clues, it probably just says the same thing. Oh man, this is cool. Examine thy painting. Oh Christ. I have to hold it. Whoa. Right, do it.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Whoa. Find out about Warehouse 36. Where did Sarah Hawkins live? Oh, something's not right with this story. So it actually tells you about... Okay. I like how you have different, things. Like, these are just quite literally speech. Or, you know, just talking. That's actually to do with my investigation skill. That's something I unlocked by looking at... I guess something else. Oh, it might be because of the occult. Maybe. Because of my occult knowledge. Interesting. I don't even know if I should go for that first, or if it would just, you know, completely go across everything. Yeah, I'll just go through all I can if I'm able to. Where did Hawkins live? Or maybe find out about Warehouse 36 is what continues the story? Maybe? Yeah. I don't really know. We'll see. Either way. Where does Sarah Hawkins live?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
I read about her mental fragility in the police report.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Okay.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Oh, you got it. What about Warehouse 36?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
And close, shut the jaws of oblivion. I don't know why it's whenever I hear the words "find something" or "go there, find something," Just reminds me of Oblivion. Something's not right with this story.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
I think, yeah, that's everything.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of premonitory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
God, I have to actually
I'll
resist.
take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Peace out, brother.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
I have never heard that phrase before. Something's queer.
Darkwater.
Huh.
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic.
Perfect.
I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Another thing I realised, I think it was Anthony Howell, I'm really terrible with names. But I'm good with linking voices to characters in games, but whatever. What I was going to say was, I'm almost certain that Vampire is also made... Oh no, it isn't. It's made by... Don't Nod, I think. But published by Focus Home. I was just going to say, it's quite cool that both games were made by the same people and have the same voice... Well, not the same voice cast, but the protagonist has the same voice actor. But they're not made by the same people, so... Never mind.
Natural sciences, linguistics,
Because that's nothing
archaeology.
different. I thought I could read that. Not the... How many interaction with the draw? I want to interact with this.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
So Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive, not primitive. I can't really read certain words. Primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coasts of Massachusetts. Oh. There's
All
enough
I have to do is go
fancy.
to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
I mean, he sounds slightly different to Jonathan Reed. But I could definitely tell it's him. Oh, whoa. Stephen Webster. A wealthy businessman, well respected in the Boston area. Stephen Webster came to see me in order that I investigate the death of his only daughter, Sarah Hawkins. The man accepts neither refusals nor inconvenient truths. He is ready to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. And we have Charles Hawkins. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater. The heir of a shipowner family, he used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. Sarah Hawkins. Holy balls. Sarah Hawkins, a painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress, known for her party-going, chooses to follow her husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continued to seek the truth. Oh, that's the kid. That does not look like an 11-year-old. Jesus. Not really. Only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, he died in the fire that claimed his whole family. Places? Okay, Island of Darkwater. Yeah, that looks fun. Oh, for sure. It would seem that the world has forgotten the very existence of this isolated rock off the coast of Boston. It is a small, inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs and sharp reefs. With only one outlet to the sea, it is mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up a supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of this activity. I think that the only venture on the island that is still profitable is its medical institute. What about the occult? Aha! The art of Sarah Hawkins. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others, Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colours and wild strokes to the world. In her paintings, if her paintings are testimony to her visions of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. Oh yeah, I'm a PD. So, painting by Sarah Hawkins. This painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks that this is linked to the death of his daughter. Would make sense. I have more in my inventory? Oh, right, knowledge. Right, well, I've already read that. It's just one of the random bloody things I picked up. I like this. Alright.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
Oh, I don't actually look into it, I should just get rid of it. I don't want this stuff. I don't look like there's anything. Aha, never mind. Oh boy, there's a lot of shit. No nerdy brook. Oh, the learning of medicine! Well, isn't this nice? A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. This first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatment. Nice! Medical progression. Or medicine progression. So that gives me 1 point, I suppose? That's cool, though. Gave me 2%. I hate the fact that every time I pick up something new it gives me an exclamation point, because I like to have that not be there, so that I know I've looked at everything.
Avid reader.
Not anymore, though.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Seems that's everything.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
It's cowardice. I think it is. Not cowardice. Just to put that straight. Oh, what? Wait, really? Chapter 2 already? Darkwater Part. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address, a warehouse set on the docks of an island... Pardon me, of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Oh, you damn right it is. I mean, to be fair, this place just screams like it's not a cool place. Like, there's some shady... Oh, I've got the hiccups. There's some shady shit going on down here. Have you seen it? Nothing should have a green hue. It's just, you know, like the colour scheme of the place. But, never mind. Bloody hell, it's taking its time. Darkwater must be really huge. I mean, I don't really know. I know the game's not exactly open-ended. It's kind of like semi-open-ended. There's probably multiple ways you can go about stuff. But that's about it. Kind of like Dishonored, I suppose. Where there's multiple ways of getting through a level. But the end result is still going to be the end of the level. Like, you don't have complete freedom. I think. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely... I don't know why I keep comparing it to Vampire. It's because I've got Anthony Howell stuck in my head. The fact he worked with both games just makes me think they're the same game. Oh my god, it takes a while to load. Jesus. Modern day gaming. Literally every game's just a waiting simulator. Hey, there we go. Finally. I really hope I'm not supposed to be able to see anything. Ah, there we go. This is like the introductory cutscene. This is why it took so long to load. I'm just waiting for the game's logo. Oh. Focus Home Interactive presents. Oh man, look at us. We're having a drink. Oh no, we're having a cig. Game by Cyanide Studio. I still really need to cover some of their other games, like the Styx series. Main reason I've avoided those games is because I'm not really the best at them. They rely heavily on stealth, and stealth is not really my forte. Like, there came a point when I was actually going to cover Styx, but as I was playing it quite a lot leading up to it, and I was just realising, if I record this I'm not going to get very far. There it is! I knew it was coming at some point. Call of Cthulhu. Or Call of Cthulhu, if I really want to piss people off. So we're on the Skylar? Skilla? Skylar, probably. Ooh. Well, this location definitely has some eerie vibes. Oh boy.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been
Oh
a
my.
robber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Not gonna lie, this place looks super fucking suspicious already. We've been here not that long and I'm like, how can anybody be happy living here? Have you seen it? It looks like shit. I'm allowed to run without pissing everyone off, aren't I? Okay. I like took a few steps and then started floating. Oh, right, what is this? Wait, I have more skills? I've got 1 CP! Ooh, what could I get? Yeah, I don't think I want to put it into that. I'd need 4 to get that leveled up. But I think eloquence would probably be a good thing to have. So what's psychology? Yeah. Do that. Yeah, validate. Yes. Oh no, my sanity's not changed, I guess. Alright. Oh, so now we have Darkwater Port. The entrance to the port of Darkwater. One still passes in front of the shell of the Skylar, the last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers have set itself up there, and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. Yeah, you don't say. Have you seen the place of the state of the place? Don't look that great. God, I move so slow if I'm not running. Can I see my feet? No. I can't even look directly down. I just really want to inspect everything. For no real reason. It's just cool because everything seems to have a description. So Fitzroy's up there, I guess. Mm-hmm. Oh, here's a bar. Our first bar. Go to the bar and talk to Bradley. Wow. Bit mean.
Hey, be careful.
Ah, very nice.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Hmm. I can hold the test. You're overdoing it. That guy didn't show. I'm not going to be able to get over it with my strength. Oh yeah, I'll just try this.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Oh wow. Hmm. Oh my god, all they do is sing. Find out about Dogwater. Oh whoa.
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Hmm.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Hmm. So what's this? Don't speak ill of the dead. Oof. I don't really want to be, like, really mean. It's not speaking ill of her if it's true. Hmm.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Hmm.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Hmm. So enough
I've got
about
what I
that.
need.
Anything else?
Maybe. Find out about Sarah Hawkins. I guess not. What about Darkwater? Oh.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Okay.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night.
Oh, great.
Screams, that sort of thing.
screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
I think that's everything. I don't want to order a drink.
That'll be all for now.
For now. I went to the bar. Can I leave? Okay, good. Whew. Thought I was going to be locked in. So is the save system for this game still crap? Yeah. I mean, I understand why they don't let you just save wherever you want.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not.
This guy in his
seeing
arms. Look at
It's a
him.
sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots!
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah?
Alright, okay, they're just repeating themselves.
Same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Ooh. You're totally out of your depth.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
You shysters.
Cops. They can't
Ooh.
understand.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
That's no way to treat
I
an
mean, they
omen.
ripped it a new one.
These wounds. I know of no animal that could have inflicted them.
You can't understand.
These wounds.
Okay, so I can't do anything
I know of
else.
no animal that could have inflicted
I
them.
have no animal that could have
Don't
inflicted
put
them.
that beast back in the water, you
You
shysters! You're
shysters.
crazy!
You're crazy. What else did I get? Did that increase my thing even further? No, of course it didn't. Alright, we got, Roy Mitchell. Roy Mitchell runs the only bar on Darkwater. Prohibition has no hold on the stranded whale, and sailors come to seek comfort in Mitchell's whiskey. The man therefore knows more than anyone the secrets and rumours that the inhabitants of the island exchange after a few glasses. Mitchell is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting if the numerous trophies that decorate his establishment are anything to go by. The man will talk freely on this subject on which he is so keen, but he'll be far less enthusiastic if one was to inquire about his source of liquor. Yeah, as we found out. And we also have the Stranded Whale Bar. A bar where liquor is served with total impunity. It's the last thing I expected to find when I arrived on this island. The Stranded Whale is its name, and it's managed with an iron hand by the owner, a certain Mitchell. He does not tolerate troublemakers, and he fiercely protects the identity of his supplier. All the inhabitants of the area seem to go there, and I even saw what looks to be a truce between the bootleggers and the sailors. Oh. Well, they're nice.
They're cops. They can't understand.
I really need to get used to just sprinting everywhere. Otherwise I move at a snail's pace, and it kinda sucks. The hell is that? Oh, Prohibition. It's just stuck to a wooden post. Can I talk to the dickhead that, like, knocked me? No, I can't. Oh. I thought we were gonna be friendly.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the
I felt like I was T-posing.
He laughed.
He laughed.
You said it.
Oh man. He laughed.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
I mean, they could have done with a space after May. and before 1847, but whatever. The Chanty, 21st of May 1847. Miraculous catch. The Skylar returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Skylar, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the dock to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board, of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales. Is that Cetacean? That is already being called the Miraculous Catch, covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, and also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June. For fishing, workshop or storage activities, you can contact him via your favourite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. Ooh, fancy. Oh Christ, of course. Yeah, extract from notebook of Edward Pierce. Wait, that's a cult? Really? How? That's also... So it's also a clue. Interesting. Did I crouch? No, I didn't. I just looked really small. God, you're on a really... Oh, never mind. I didn't realise there were stairs. I was going to say, they're just really tall. I can talk to this guy. How do you do, friend?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all.
Jesus, what is on his wrists?
Pure knowledge.
Oh dear. I can't actually talk to him any further.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Okay.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Alright. And they'll just get back to singing. This was the woman that was looking over at me. Before I do anything. Alright. You're the last person I could talk to.
What you looking at, stranger?
Wait, she can certainly put them away? What's a woman like you doing in a place like this? Wait, what? I don't know what she means by that. Put them away? As in drink? Alright, I don't really want to... like, anger her. Doing in a place like this. Yes, sod it.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
I figured that's what it was on about.
You right to judge me.
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Oh. Well, alright. Jeez. Oh, there's a door. Yeah, of course. Ah, curses. Foiled by the locked door yet again.
You again.
Howdy. I've been bothering everybody. Oh, there we go. So, there we are.
I read the article
Perfect.
on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The
So
biggest
it's
whale
Scylla,
ever
not
caught.
Scylla.
They
Skylar,
saved
even.
dock water from famine.
Darkwater. What the? Where was he going? Okay. I suppose I'll believe you. I think I've done everything. For a second then, I thought something was floating, but it's actually the top of this bottle. Damn, it's actually see-through. Oh man. I don't know why I find that so impressive. So what do they have? Captain Fitzroy. Oh, is this their tabs? Miss Baker, always free for the lady. Andrews, S. Winchester, C. Hawkins.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
$58.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker.
That's one hell of a tab.
And a debtor. Interesting.
Interesting. Jesus. I don't know why the hell the music's getting so intense. I'm not even doing anything. Well, that's Fitzroy. I don't want to talk to you just yet. I'm still exploring. Oh, right. What's that?
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Probably because it is. Ooh.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Oh, God, he's got a threatening letter. So, Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. Jesus. New clue memorized. I could probably ask him about it. More than likely. Yay, I love it when I have a door that I can actually open. What is this?
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
I thought it was just like a knapsack. There are certain things. Don't know why I thought there'd be something of use in the toilet.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Wow. A model ship.
Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Hmm. Oh man, there's an upstairs? Oh boy. Ooh. What is this? The second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. Yes! Medicine progress. I'm now at 24. Oh yeah! So I'd need to pick up like 10 books in order to level it up once. That's ridiculous. Really don't understand why everything has a green glow. Probably because it's all like, you know, Cthulhu
This man and
related.
Fitzroy could be twins.
It's probably because it's a photo of him, you fool. Oh, maybe not of him. Maybe an ancestor. In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Either that or the Fitzroy we know is
What a macabre
not real.
souvenir.
What is that?
What a macabre souvenir.
Can't quite tell. I would have guessed like an orb, but I don't think it is. I was also going to say a bottle. I think it's a bit too weirdly shaped to be a bottle. Alrighty. There's probably still more stuff that I can examine. Maybe. I'm looking for the little dot that just shows up. I also might turn off the crosshair. I don't think I really need it. I don't know why I turned it on, to be honest. That's much nicer. And I can still see what I'm... Yeah, there you go. Like, everything else lights up, so it's not really that big a deal. But yeah, I've already looked into that. Nothing in this. Quite surprised by that. And they're blocked off. Alright, Fitzroy.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Wait, what? Oh, right.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
So, manifests. Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Perhaps the same person that sent the threatening letter, maybe? That would be my guess. So it's the same. I really wish I could just have everything, like, uncover. I'm surprised that Fitzroy's not been added as, like, a character. Oh, he did say he was off somewhere. God, that was creepy. Well, no, because I walked over here, turned away for a second, then went back over and he was gone. Ugh. So now I can actually talk to him again.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Ah, there we go. James Fitzroy. I can't consult my diary. Documents are unreadable. Yeah.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Oh, whoa. Wow. Jesus, that's a lot of stuff.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors' return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Oh, there we are.
I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
Ugh, that was awful. I just had to sneeze. Right in the middle of what he was saying, so I didn't even really hear what he said.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're
That's what that is. Okay, never mind. Yes. On the upper floor, I thought it was an oar or a bottle. It's his peg leg.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You
Oh.
can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Oh, it belongs to the Hawkins. Is this a game for you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood.
Alright.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
You got it. I got a character point. Yeah. Now the real question is, what do I put it in? I need 6 for that. Jeez. Wait, remove. I can't remove if I've already validated. I figured as much. So Darkwater. Actually, I learned about Fitzroy, didn't I? Yeah. He's only 45? Oh my god, he looks a lot older. James Fitzroy is the captain of the I have no idea. Charybdis, whatever. The only boat that still sails between Darkwater and Boston. His base is the Harbour Master's office, from where he misses nothing that happens on the island. The inhabitants of Darkwater respect him, the bootleggers despise him. He offered to help me in my investigation. Yeah, because he's a nice guy. Alright, so there's the warehouse. Oh, they've all... Wait, they've all moved.
Cops, they
I
can't
think.
understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're
Oh, they're
not
actually getting
seeing
closer to putting the whale in the water. That makes
There's
sense.
something coming. Something
These wounds.
Yeah, it just says the same thing.
can't understand.
I know of no animal that could inflict these wounds.
Where do you think you're going?
Others are interested.
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again? I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Alright. I thought I could say more to him, but I guess not. Who the hell is this?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
Eh?
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Ooh.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Makes sense. I suppose.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Wait, who's this? No, somebody I can't talk to. Okay. Oh, there's the statue. God, if I could talk, it'd be great. Yeah, the fact. Can I not just climb up here? Oh! I didn't even realize I could get the lighter out. Well, the more you know. Well, it seems that the light this thing gives off is basically nothing. Oh. Ding.
There.
Psh, easy. Oh, Jesus. Spot hidden skill allows you to detect items in a close range. Once all these items are found, the detection icon will disappear. Appear? The hell does that mean?
Hello, old friend.
I got a bottle of liquor. Nice. It did mention like a detection icon, did it not? Whatever. Hang on. I'm just pressing literally everything. Wait. I can use LV and RV to like peek, essentially. Does it even work? Not really. It doesn't work as it should. That's not accessible, neither is that. I'm surprised this is something I can't actually look at. Oh, maybe I can. No, I just have to be down here. Oh, there we go.
St. Brendan.
Ah.
Patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. Looks like Phoenician. Or a very primitive runic script. I've never seen anything like it.
Ah. I did learn some things. St. Brendan. Does the patron saint of whales and whalers still protect the sailors of Darkwater? Visibly, there were other gods before St. Brendan, and their worshippers do not seem to be of this opinion. The locals still worship the old saint, but a mark was made on the statue by another cult. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. Okay. So this bottle is part of a batch stolen from Cat, the boss of the bootleggers. An excellent way to lean on the guy who guards the entrance to the warehouse. Okay. Although if I try and get to the warehouse, what happens? I'm gonna guess they probably just like stop me like, where do you think you're going? Kind of like the copper. When he literally just said the same thing. So all these things must be like whale bones. I don't know why the hell you'd want to use whale bones. to decorate, but whatever. Oh, hang on. So I could probably give them the liquor, but ooh.
Come on, you could tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Hmm? I like how they didn't see me. Okay, so we learned that the warehouse is unguarded? I guess. How do you do, fellas?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Well, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Cat sent me.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
Jesus.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Hmm. Oh. I don't want to say about that.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Hmm.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Remember what you're doing here. I don't really like what it gives you as like the prompt as to what you're gonna say, because you seem to say like the opposite. It doesn't make much sense.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Actually, wait.
What's with you wandering around here?
We saw you talk. Go die of thirst.
Have I already done that? Yeah, I have. Okay. Couldn't remember if I did. You gentlemen, farewell. Right, so if I give these guys the liquor, will they help me out? I mean, they like drink, so that's a positive.
Well, look who's back.
Did you miss us?
Oh, get rid of the two guards. Okay, so there's nothing else there.
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
Liquor?
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Well, what do you know?
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy, you.
Oh, there we go.
Me. Cheers, you jackass.
Oof, I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
Say that again.
Oh no.
I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
No, it's not what you think. It's just that you shouldn't hide your hooch in a fisherman's hut.
Got it coming.
Oh dear. What have I done? Oh, wow. There's not even anywhere I can really go. Literally, I get one choice. Maybe there's something hidden. No, I doubt it. Alright, well, whatever. Ooh. I can't climb that, of course. The ladder is busted. God damn it. Literally everything's just busted up. Going on through. Oh, this was simple enough.
Let's see.
Open and on up. Bidding.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, this place stinks.
Wait, does that actually give me... Does it increase my investigation? Or not? I guess not. I just assumed that, yeah, might as well do that as well. Again. No, I just assumed that whenever I used an action, it would result in it getting better. But for some reason, that's not the case.
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Oh, whoa. Reconstruction! Yes! Okay.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks.
Certainly seems that way.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Whoa. I see another painting. Another creepy ass looking painting. Broken mirror?
What happened
here?
Whoa.
I punched it. Okay. So, anger? I guess. But that caused him to bleed, maybe? So the only other thing to look at is this creepy thing.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
I can't pull out my bloody lighter. Would have been nice, because then I could have seen. Like, seen more, but it seems there's nothing else here. Exit the reconstruction. Hawkins Warehouse. I got another character point. Yeah, finally. Yes. I don't know why I keep doing that. Clues. Hawkins Warehouse. Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death. This warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted. Probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life, photograph and press cuttings, but it is the discovery of a partly charred painting recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion that allows all doubts to be lifted as to the link between the contents of this building and the Hawkins case. Huh. So now what do? Do I just leave? From the looks of things, yeah. Don't know that there's all that much left I can do. Oh god. The hell is that? Is that a head? I have no idea.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move!
Well?
Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
True. Let's team up. Ah, Christ. So... Ooh.
Look around you. Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes,
shut the door.
damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
To be fair, I went through the back.
God damn it.
Oh.
Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Indeed.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building?
Oh, the music. Holy shit.
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Yeah, no kidding. God, that's far. Oh, there we go. Chapter 3. Garden of the Hawkins Mansion. P.S. managed to get into the warehouse the place thought to be abandoned. Revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation, as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, P.S. convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins Mansion. Yay! That wasn't too bad. I'm not sure if there'll be any like cutscene at the start of the chapter. There probably will be, because I mean, chapter 2 had like a fairly lengthy cutscene at the start of the chapter. We'll see though. Either way, that was only one chapter. Well, technically 2, but the first chapter was just a tutorial that didn't really take very long. I like this game though; it's fun. Although I've not come across it being much of a horror at the moment. Unless it gets to that, you know, later. Which it might. I guess we'll see. Ooh. Ooh. I was about to say, what's with the heavy breathing? How do I pronounce Cthulhu? Like that. To be fair, I don't really care if it's the wrong way to pronounce it. It's how I've always said it.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion.
Ho-ho! Not creepy at all.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Holy Jesus. Yeah, no worries. Wait, what do you say? Been abandoned since the fire. They're only old Winchester. Oh, there's only old Winchester.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, In a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you?
Hmm.
The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Of course I do. Right.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
God, he really wants to get a move on.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I think that's all.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Accept or refuse. What? Okay, sure.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Oh, there we go. Game saved. Thank God. I was really, really scared that... Because I want to win the session now. And I was waiting for it to not save. And then when I load the game up next time, I'll have to go through all the dialogue again. So we have Officer Bradley. This hick cop likes order and justice. He's no great sleuth, but he seems more inclined than his colleagues to discover the truth in the Hawkins case. The inhabitants of the island seem to be friendly with him. He could help me in my investigation. Then we have places. Hawkins Mansion Gardens. The Hawkins Mansion is perched at the top of a steep cliff. The abandoned garden harbours the graves of the Hawkins family and only the old caretaker. Silas Winchester still roams this bleak spot. He protects it fiercely and still puts flowers on the grave of his old masters. It's a gloomy place. Is this my first gameplay of this game, or are you late? This is my first session of it, yeah. But you are late. Well, technically, because I'm ending the session now. I've been playing for 90 minutes. And also, it's like 3 AM, and I'm starting to feel the tiredness. Either way, that's going to be the end of this session. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, take care.